Hello everyone, welcome to Haley Moon Tarot. This is your weekly singles love reading for Aries. How are you? Let's see what your energies are. What's going on with single Aries? Who's coming in? I see Temperance. Who's coming in? Somebody different than your usual type. They might actually be your type. It's a person who's confident. Yeah, you got a person, it looks like they might be a different than your usual type, or they're seeing you this way. But it's someone taking a step back. Someone's definitely taming the beast, a little self-control. Yeah, and I actually feel this is someone who's definitely, there was likely a lack of confidence. Now someone's feeling more confident. Yeah, you got a person here wanting to ask you out here. Heartfelt message communication. Yeah, this is somebody here who maybe didn't follow through at some time, because they felt something was maybe off. But yeah, you've got an Emperor coming in. Look at that. It's somebody who possibly didn't follow through, is now following through. Yeah, someone here is definitely excited, but there's some sort of Tower moment. Yeah, it has to do with manifesting. It's a Tower. This is someone who has everything they need. This Emperor. Tell me about this Emperor. This Emperor. Yeah, this is someone who has a little regret here. Yeah, they didn't follow through, or maybe you didn't follow through, but I see someone following through. There's excitement here. Now, an Emperor can be anyone. Okay, they can be any sign, but I do see Aries. I see Sag, Leo, a lot of fire, some Gemini, little Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. Little water here. But it has to do with someone here who seeing things different or finding something out. They have all the tools, the information. So someone has a little bit of regret here for not following through. I mean, if you're the person who reached out to this person and they may have felt something was kind of off here, but they're seeing things different. There's a shock. Yeah, this is someone who may have felt the situation wasn't in their best interest. Yeah, so it looks like someone who didn't follow through. But this is someone leaving this behind. They're now finding out possibly the feelings are mutual here. Yeah, look at that. Wow, what is going on here? Tell me about Temperance. Yeah. Explorer of Wands. This is kind of like a Knight of Wands. Yeah, somebody come rushing in feeling enthusiastic, and then felt something was off here. And it could have been yourself in that energy with the Page of Pentacles, but it's an energy of looking at the situation, feeling a little uncertain. To me, it looks like someone didn't follow through in the situation because they felt at that time something was off. See, now they're having some sort of massive epiphany. They have a lot of regret here. Yeah, the Hierophant, the way someone was conducting themselves. So this is somebody who kind of didn't have faith. So it looks like it's an energy of them not following through. Yeah, this is someone curious. Child of Swords, Page of Swords energy. So this is someone who is definitely curious. So there was an energy of curiosity. So they come rushing in all enthusiastic, and then by the looks of it, decided not to go through with it. Yeah, for some reason. Yeah, I feel it's, like I say, a little lack of faith, but this is someone definitely feeling more confident. Kindness, compassion, forgiveness. Somebody may be coming in for forgiveness here, hoping you can forgive them. Yeah, we have this aha moment, some sort of truth. They're being enlightened. See, win or lose. This person's going to come in. Yeah, so it looks like this is someone who didn't follow through, and it could be yourself that didn't. But the Child of Swords is somebody who's shining a light, looking for clues. They're looking for answers. They're looking for clarity. So it's about clearing something up here. Yeah, so someone who probably should have told you something and they didn't, but win or lose. See, there is enlightenment, the star. They're now seeing a truth. Yeah, Guardian of Swords. This is someone who's been thinking it through, choosing their battles. This is someone who was dealing with something. See, choosing their battles. They had to make something a priority here, but they've thought this through. Look at this, Two of Pentacles, weighing the pros and the cons. They could have been the way something started, where they were comparing you to something else, another situation. But it's an energy of nothing compares. This person has some regrets here. There's definitely was some sadness, someone feeling sad. Yeah, they may even regret the way they were conducting themselves too. Yeah, they're definitely somebody who's now in a bit of a hurry though. Yeah, Elder of Pentacles. So this is a King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles energy. Somebody who's emotionally, definitely this person's mature because we have the Emperor. But this is someone who's looking ahead, planning, preparing. See, somebody wasn't prepared. They weren't ready. So this is someone who knows they shouldn't have. At some point, this person realized that it wasn't either they felt that it wasn't in their best interest or that the feelings weren't mutual when they actually are. Yeah, so someone definitely stable, financially stable. But this is somebody who was focusing on that too, juggling. Maybe they had a lot going on. But to me, it looks like somebody was comparing one situation to another. There's no comparison. Why? Because Temperance is here. See, they're seeing the light here. Yeah. Feeling differently. This is someone who kind of felt something is off, but now it's an energy of something that's just right. Definitely the energy of chemistry. There was an attraction too, because it's the Knight of Wands is someone who comes rushing in. Really enthusiastic. They're very attractive. They're, but yeah, they definitely freaked out there. But this is somebody here now seeing the bigger picture. Yeah, putting themselves out there. Somebody just wasn't ready to either get themselves out there again or just to put themselves out there in an emotional way. But they're now seeing the bigger picture. So the Explorer of Swords. Oh, what was the other one? Oh, this is a King of Swords. Pardon me. Well, that changes everything. This is someone definitely being enlightened, seeing the truth. Someone should have told someone the truth. Yeah, something felt off. And it could be someone who just ended something with someone else they were dating too. But there's this comparison. But I do think they've been kind of procrastinating too, because they have some kind of regret. But I do see this energy of stability. Maybe they see you this way too. But the Explorer of Swords is telling me thinking it through, choosing their battles. They now have some more information. They definitely learned something here. Now this person feels like they need to hurry up. A sense of hurry here. Yeah, they need to put in the effort. So this is someone who was possibly focusing on something that was a priority. Or it could be someone, again, like I say, this is a person who chooses their battles, a priority, but it's about making someone a priority. But yeah, they were definitely, something was going on with this person. Like I say, it looks like they cut someone out, or they should have just told you the truth. Maybe they were dating someone else. But it's like they seen this opportunity. Obviously, they're seeing an opportunity. Tell me about the Explorer of Wands. Let's see what else we can get. Yeah, their cup runneth over. This person wants to offer you this cup. Definitely somebody, this is someone who wants, I feel, they're hoping for another opportunity. Yeah, their cup runneth over. This is how they're feeling now. Yeah. And it's possible if you offered this person this cup, they rushed in without thinking it through, you see. But they're definitely seeing things different. Yeah, the Tower too. See, the Tower, something sudden. A shock, surprise, feeling a little overwhelmed. It was so sudden. Something obviously happened with this person. And then we have Strength. Yeah, so this is the Strength card. Now, somebody might have come across as a little cold, but they kind of, I do see kindness, compassion. This is somebody hoping I think they're going to come in and ask for forgiveness, but I feel they lacked the confidence all of a sudden, because this is somebody who doesn't feel very confident. They're hesitant. They're not so sure this is in their best interest at that time for whatever it is. And this could be something that's happened days ago. I'm not seeing a timeline here. Tell me about the Child of Swords. Yeah, Elder of Swords. There's definitely truth and victory. Ace of Swords energy. Actually, that is an Ace of Swords. This is the Guardian. Oh, it's the Guardian is masculine. It's a masculine energy. Guarded energy, speaking some kind of truth. But yeah, it still feels like the same energy. This is someone who's being enlightened. Someone's telling this person the truth here. Or they're just seeing it. Yeah, this is an energy of feeling overwhelmed. 8 of Wands. Too much happening too fast. Someone here may have had multiple opportunities coming in. It's possible someone chose someone else and they're regretting it. I wouldn't be surprised. Yep, taking things to the next level, crossroads, making a choice. Someone here may have chose somebody else and they regret that. But it also has to do with two people coming apart. And then someone coming in to ask somebody out. Ooh. And then we have, yeah, someone was very apprehensive, a little shy. It's a person who's overwhelmed. They're just not sure what to say. It has to do with someone who didn't communicate, coming across as cold. They came across as cold, but they were anything but. Their cup runneth over. They were overwhelmed. They were excited, though. They wanted this, and then I feel they had to, this is someone who decided it wasn't in their best interest, or they just felt something was kind of off. It's a person who acts like they're not interested, but it does look like it's someone who didn't follow through, and they definitely regret this. Yeah, 9 of Swords. See, the regret. They regret this confirmation. Yeah, this is somebody who wants another chance. I feel they're going to reach out. I see heartfelt message communication. I'm not so sure because I'm not seeing enough cards to tell me somebody was making a choice between two. It's possible two people had come apart while this message comes in. It is possible someone might have been dating someone else and decided to end it, but it's just, like I say, something overwhelming. I don't feel third party for many, maybe a person or two where they were making some sort of choice. Yeah, there was definitely an energy of lack and loneliness. See, this is somebody in that energy feeling something is lacking, something wasn't right. They were in a negative space. So this person may have ghosted you, ignored you. See, they have regrets. They ghosted, ignored you. But they had a lack of confidence for some reason. Yet we have an Emperor down here. So it's someone who's definitely leveled up here. Explorer of Pentacles. You know, this is a person assessing the situation. The Explorer of Pentacles. Let's explore this situation. They're looking at this. Oh my gosh. Let's have a look at the Explorer of Swords. Yep, there was indecision. See, somebody couldn't make a decision, couldn't see a way forward. But this is somebody who doesn't see something and now sees it. Taking off the blindfold, the rose-colored glasses, and making a decision. Yeah, putting in effort. See, there was indecisiveness too. This is someone who rushed in and then may have backed out. Now they're seeing what they didn't see before. But I feel for some of you, it's telling you to pay attention. If you have a choice between two people and somebody here is ghosting you, ignoring you, and you have another person coming in, and then this person comes back in after a period of time, there's going to be a little indecision. But it's telling you to take off the blindfold, the rose-colored glasses, and see. Okay, make sure that somebody isn't manipulating you. But I feel it's this, some of you got a person here who felt it was yourself manipulating. Yeah, now we have the Sun. So it's now somebody is seeing something they didn't see. There's clarity. See that this Elder of Swords, King of Swords. So this is somebody who may have just cut somebody out. I mean, but it has to do with truth. They've learned something because now they have the tools. See, this is the Emperor is often a person who, and King of Swords is skeptical about something. See, the sword goes up. And it's like they're protecting what's theirs, protecting their heart. Yeah. But this person definitely sees the bigger picture. I think some of you do. I feel some of you see it. I feel like you're kind of getting it here. Because I do see this energy of the Explorer of Pentacles, someone looking at this, assessing it, goes from the page to the Knight. Let's explore this and see what happens. This person wants to start something. They're in a hurry. You know, they're ready to take a leap of faith, but they do feel a little bit like a fool for not seeing or just not questioning. Like, I feel there was curiosity, but it's like they didn't say anything. So to me, it's like, why didn't they say something? Why didn't they express themselves? So it's about telling you why. For some reason, they just chose not to say too much. But they've leveled up from the page to the Knight. They want to explore this. Really watch out for anybody who, because I'm sensing some of you, maybe yourself may have ended something. Because a situation felt off, a person who rushes in, rushes out, and then you have this other opportunity possibly coming in. But watch out for that person who does try to manipulate, you know, but it's someone who drags their feet and moves really slow. So you may have a new opportunity with someone else here. Yeah, the High Priestess is saying to trust your intuition. I feel like you already know the answers you're seeking. Somebody here is secretive. Someone here, just watch out for the person who drags their feet for too long. Okay, but I wouldn't be surprised if there's a person who's assessing this situation. Just really watch. I feel some of you, it's yourself that has two. But if it's not you, it's this other person. But it is a crossroads. It's a life path choice. There's regrets, sadness. Somebody was feeling really sad here. And it's up here with the Five of Pentacles, feeling lack, loneliness, left out in the cold, feeling left out. Yeah. Yeah, we have the Empress here. This person's going to take a leap of faith. Look at that. The sun is shining. It's the start of something new. Some of you do have a new person coming in, and you may have to choose if this person comes around, because I feel that this is someone coming around here after a period of time with the Page of Knight of Pentacles. Someone who's been dragging their feet. Really watch out for somebody who wants to come in and explore this connection, and then they start dragging their feet. When it's time to take it to the next level, they start moving really slow. So watch that. Some of you definitely have a new person coming in. Yeah, you've dealt with this person who rushes in and backs out at the last minute, leaving you, ghost you at the last minute. That's what it kind of looks like. So look at that energy. But the Empress is here. It's an energy of the start of something new. The sun is right there. Everything's very clear. Very nice. Yeah, you got a pentacle. Someone's coming in right. Someone's built. It has to do with committing to the path. Solid, reliable. See, it's a person. It's about someone here who doesn't follow through. Acts like they're not interested, even when they are, because they've got something, some kind of secret or something to hide. I don't know. But you've got a new person here. It's possible you have somebody here looking to see if you do too. Yeah, Four of Wands, building the foundation. Beautiful. Four of Wands. Yes, look at that. So you've got, looks like you got someone new, but I see building a foundation, coming in right. And I'm not seeing justice here, so I don't feel like it's this person coming in to make something right. So there's definitely, because it does seem a little odd to me that someone's taking a step back, seeing things different. But I feel it's telling you, or somebody did feel that way, you're different than the usual type. They rushed in full of enthusiasm, and this is someone who gets overwhelmed and often just kind of keeps on going. But this Tower, this is sudden opportunity. The cup runneth over. This is backing up someone feel really excited, but yeah. I feel like you got a new person coming in. The sun is there. I do. Yeah, I really, yep, time in between, moving on, avoiding somebody. You're distancing yourself from someone here. Yeah. Yeah, some of you have been kind of waiting for someone new. So while you're waiting, I do see this taking lessons learned, applying it to this situation, because you already know the answers you're seeking. Okay, you already know. So there's someone here you know and someone new. You might know who both of them are. But there's definitely an energy of new, which means somebody you haven't had a relationship with before. Yeah, and the Chariot. So it has to do with somebody taking the lead, full steam ahead. Yeah, there's change, a whole new chapter. See, the tables are turning. See, some of you have moved on. You've moved on from someone. I wouldn't be surprised if someone's really angry, mad, because they were about to come back around and finding out that you're moving on and there's someone new. The Empress is here. That's telling me right there, something new. The start of something new, yeah. Cooperation, compromise, someone who's compatible. So there's an energy of acknowledgement. So yeah, there is another person. But I wouldn't say third party. Unless somebody did choose somebody else and now it didn't work out, so they want to come towards you. Really just, like I say, take off the rose-colored glasses and see. Okay, don't be afraid to be discerning, to question this. But it's about compatibility, cooperation, compromise. Two people who build each other up. They don't tear each other down. See, this is something, and that's why I kind of feel one of these people had ended something. So if you're the person who offered the cup, you're about to receive that cup. If you're the one that took the lead. Some of you have taken your power back from someone here too, though. And you're open to someone new. So there you go. Interesting read, Aries. I'm wishing you the best here, but the tables are turning. Things are definitely looking up. I see a lot of change, a whole new chapter. And I feel like you're manifesting this because I feel like you have everything you need. It's about being prepared. But I actually feel there's somebody here who wasn't prepared. And then now they're prepared. They're the Emperor. And it could be financially, but just even emotionally with the Elder of Pentacles. Someone who's looking ahead, planning, preparing ahead. Somebody wasn't prepared for some reason. So I wouldn't even say for a lot of you that there is even another person. Some of you, yes. But I kind of feel like you're the person here. Yeah? It has to do with interest. Someone's showing interest, investing, hoping this pays off. But it's also someone with this curiosity, wanting to know everything that you do, what you're doing, spending your time, who you're interested in, if you're truly interested in them or someone else. See, it's all that curiosity here. But it's about this person showing they're invested and being sincere. That's what you want to look out. Anybody who's truly interested in you for the right reason will take their time. They will assess the situation. So I do see this energy of just kind of going with the flow here and kind of seeing what happened. But taking off the rose-colored glasses, that's what it's telling you to do, to see. Okay? Yeah, somebody here definitely, this person who's coming back around with this new chapter is now seeing you differently than they did before. It's like yeah, and they're feeling differently too. Yeah, I'm saying you trust your intuition, you know who this person is too, but it's also someone who sees the bigger picture. And it's a person who's kept everything to themselves, kept it all in because they weren't ready. But look at that new. I do see privacy. I feel like you're going to keep this to yourself too and not say anything to anyone and just see what happens. Take care. Bye for now.